Because it's just that Mermaniac that does damage between those enemy types. Insula Orientalis. Oh right, this is Slime Island. Well, I did want to know if I would get a metal slime if I fought the king slime, so this is all still worth it. Nope, just a king slime with no metal slime. And the big slime is
We
down.
win again.
Hey, I leveled up. I learned boom! Boom shakalaka laka. That's what I can do now. Give me... Hmm... Let's do... I can do some of these, so let's do Zap. Why not? Let's have one more magical spell. Nope, the king slimes have stopped spawning metal slimes. That's just sad.
Another one bites.
Right, I guess he just Sword Rust left to check then. And there's a side quest I want to. But I really thought I was gonna get an orb from defeating that painting. Red door near Warrior's Inn. I am at the Warrior's Inn, I'm not seeing a red door. I was slightly distracted, that's why I ran into that wall. I'm not trying to go down the freaking thing game. want to see what if that is over here. If I can even explore here. Nope, still cannot because of the rocks. I'm surprised the map isn't showing the red door, if there is one by Swadrust. Trying to make the horse go downstairs. That's what I'm trying to do. But I guess the horse is too much of a coward. And my horse just vanished. I told him to wait, but he vanished, the horse. That's fantastic. You can't tell your horse to just stay put. I can make princess pea coats, princess robes. Purple orb. It was just there, the purple orb? You're kidding me? Woohoo, honey, we did it. We got the purple orb, and it's still in one piece too. If we carry on like this, we'll have the whole set before we know it. Another enchanted stone. Alright then, so now we just have to zoom into like by the strand and then swim through there. Well, I'm gonna guess that. Hang on. I need to leave this area because I can open the true map. Well, it should be pretty straightforward. I get one of those two vortexes over there. So I think it'll be easy to find. No. I did not want to jump off the strand again. You're kidding me? They have that Tiger Man but a different outfit. You're joking with me. Now he's Otter Shambles. Alright, I can appreciate good puns, but no. Just bad Otter Shambles. Bad. Fire-breathing chicken.
You'll soon be feeling
Let's just do Harvest Moon on the bird. Yeah, get the bird out of here. How are you still alive, you otter? Die already. See, that's how much I wanted him to die. I'm motivated.
We win again. Things are looking up.
Jada Savando leveled up. Good. Disembark at the Viking hideout. Sure. Whatever that means. Sniflheim region. How long? Okay, so I have like just under 15-ish minutes left. That's not a problem then. My barrels. A pink pearl, and that's it. Surprised there's no treasures here by that giant pile of gold. That's honestly very surprising. A lot of pretty snow everywhere. Am I allowed to go in here? Nope, the door won't budge. My shiny? Brighten rock. So just for a very bright rock that went up this way. Okay, good to know. There's the exit. Oops. Wrong way, I've tried to leave this area. Hello, away from home, World Taker. I'm the chief of the Vikings, and this is my hideout. What do you think you're doing here? Well, if you ain't here to cause trouble, you can stick around, treats it with bleh. Well, if you ain't here to cause trouble, you can stick around. So long as I've got the wind in my sails, gold in my hold, and a flagon full of mead, I'm happy. The world might be going, the world might be going to rack and ruin all around us, but that doesn't mean nothing to me. Grahahaha. A pirate true and true. Guess he only cares about himself and his crew. Let's just go to the other part of Niflheim. There. Sniflheim. Very, very snowy. The rainbow glows brightly while they must be nearby.
Here we are, the crystal kingdom of Sniflheim, home to the famous blue orb. It's a fair wee while since I've visited, but it warms my heart to be back.
That must be about the only thing that is warm around here. Let's hurry up and get inside before we all freeze to death.
You're the only one complaining, Veronica. I don't mind this cold. Who's to say indoors will be any warmer?
What the? The gates are covered in ice. Look, they're frozen shut.
Well, that's no good.
How strange. Still, I suppose it's only natural they'd ice up in a climate as cold as this.
Natural, my foot. What about all the people inside? How are they supposed to live if they can't get in or out of the city?
You've a point there, lassie. They've always made sure to keep the main gate free of frost, even in the dead of winter.
So, what are we supposed to do? There's an orb in there we need to get to.
Well, if we can't go in through the front door, we'll just have to head round the back.
Okay, good to know. They want me to go around. Ooh, I see a red door, by the way. Well, so this corner has absolutely nothing.
What's going on? The whole city's been turned to ice.
It's just like what happened to the gates. This doesn't seem natural at all.
This may be the Crystal Kingdom, but it shouldn't be frozen solid, cold winter or no. We'd better take a look around.
Alright, so that's all the red door was about, to be able to get in and out. Alright. I guess they're gonna use red doors for that. Heh. Frozen cows. I thought the game was gonna be funny and still somehow give me like a rundown of the weather, even if the cow was frozen. Like, hey, I might be frozen, but I don't know how to predict the weather. And my prediction is it's going to be freezing cold. Like, so cold you turn to ice. Like me, Moo. Or something like that. How are the pots not frozen over? Everything else is frozen. How is the pots not frozen? Try to look around for more illogically non-frozen barrels and stuff. But it's a lot harder than what it seems to find unfrozen stuff in a frozen terrain. Who knew? That's the gate, so... If I was supposed to explore more, I think I need to go to like this Sniflheim castle. Or try to? Maybe I'm supposed to talk to the campfire person? There we go. You.
Oh, I'm sorry. You gave me a fright. I hadn't expected to see travelers in town.
Finally, someone who hasn't been turned into a block of ice. Can you tell us what happened here?
Well, it all began 3 months ago. It was a bright, sunny day, just like any other, when suddenly a strange shadow filled the sky. It was a witch.
A witch what? A witch what? A witch which where? Like which which were you talking about, lady?
A witch? My goodness! That sounds like something from a fairy tale. Just so. She chanted an ancient incantation, and just like that, the town was engulfed in a ferocious snowstorm. The wind took my breath clean away, and before I knew it, I had fainted. And when I awoke, all was frozen. I was the only one spared.
She must be a pretty powerful witch to freeze this whole city with a single spell.
By the way, Missy, that symbol in your shawl, is that not...
Oh, forgive me. I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? I am Frisabel, Queen of Sniflheim.
You're the queen? So, does that mean the old king is...
I'm afraid so. My father passed away last year. Oh, I've only been in charge these few months, and just look at my kingdom. Whatever am I going to do?
Brandy has warmed herself up by a campfire?
It looks like Sniflheim's in a bit of a sticky situation. I suppose now
Not
isn't a
sticky,
good time to
in a
ask about the
frozen
orb.
situation.
An orb? What kind of orb?
Why, the big blue ball that's been handed down in your family for generations, lassie. The truth be told, we need to borrow it.
Oh, of course. You would be welcome to borrow it, but I'm afraid it is locked up tight inside the castle, which is locked up tight inside the ice.
Well, that's just perfect. So if we don't find a way to melt that ice, we'll never get our hands on the orb. Maybe if we got rid of that wicked witch, it might break her spell.
Not necessarily. Just because you killed the one that cast the spell doesn't always mean the spell will be undone.
I thought just the same thing. Why, only a few days ago, a band of soldiers from a faraway land came here to investigate what was happening. I sent them out to try and find the witch and fight her, but I haven't seen them since.
Well, we can't very well leave them out in the cold. Let's go and give those soldiers a hand and bring spring back to Sniflheim, shall we?
I don't know. I like Sniflheim being in eternal winter wonderland. I'm not much of a spring person.
Oh, thank you, thank you. The Wicked Witch dwells in the Hexwood, a haunted forest far to the north of the Sniflfelt steppe. Be very, very wary, for the witch does not live in the woods alone. She keeps a fierce, magical beast to guard against intruders.
Aye, we'll be sure to keep an eye out. Thanks for the warning, lassie. Ike.
Whoops. That's very suspicious that the queen laughed after we decided to help the town. That's very suspicious. And because of that laughter afterwards, I might interpret it as it did back-to-back betrayal in this map. Or, well, not map, but this, section of the story. Oh, there's no save points inside here, so I guess I have to go back in to save. Did I think there was a functional church around? Emphasis on think? Yeah, well, a campfire is the next best thing. Alright. That's gonna be all for today's stream here, because I'm not gonna have time to do anything with Sniflheim other than just getting here and exploring a little bit. I apologize for the lack of commentary at times, but I guess I was still a bit tired from work earlier today, so apologies for the commentary. But I would say the stream was pretty good. So those of you seeing on YouTube, I appreciate any support you give to the channel. And if you want to see any of these playthroughs live, you can find my Twitch channel in the description below. Till then, farewell.